So we have Wilma Turner from the Detroit Detention Center calling.
Okay.
Calling case 230-585-9701. The people of the state of Michigan versus Wilma Latrice Turner. Defendant charged with count 1, assault with intent to do great bodily harm less than murder or by strangulation. Count 2, assault with a dangerous weapon, felonious assault. Today is the date and time for a bond redetermination hearing.
Prosecutor?
Thanks,
Good
Judge.
morning, Your Honor. Good morning, Your Honor. Bryn Bailey on behalf of the people, P84009.
Judge, and good morning. May it please this honorable court, Philip Reagan, P57156 on behalf of Ms. Wilma Turner, who is appearing via Zoom for purposes of bond redetermination, Your Honor.
State your name, ma'am.
Wilma Latrice Turner.
Okay, what's the bond of Ms. Turner?
Judge, it's $200,000 cash with a GPS tether.
Okay. 1 second, please. Argument.
Judge, Ms. Turner is 47 years of age. She has no prior criminal history to my knowledge. She's on Social Security income right now, Judge. That's how she supports herself. She has a child, a daughter. She lives in the city. She has so her entire life. She suffers, Your Honor, from seizures. She's a cancer patient. She also sleeps with a breathing machine generally. Judge, what I found a little interesting about this case, allegedly, the complaining witness, Judge, when the police got there, was found to have some stab wounds. He was standing on the second floor balcony, lifted up his shirt. They saw some stab wounds. He was then rushed to the hospital in critical condition and rushed into surgery. Now, I did read the investigator's report, and initially the police, I guess, arrived about 1:50 p.m. Then at 1:55 p.m., all of a sudden they say that it was revealed to the police at this point that there was a suspect known as TT. So this is what they say 5 minutes after they got there, yet they don't list any other witnesses outside the complaining witness as a witness in this case. So I don't know what that means, that they know at this point it was revealed that the suspect was my client. I don't understand that. So I guess the gentleman goes into surgery and then he comes out of surgery, Judge, and he's just in recovery. Then they ask him, well, who did this? And he says, my client's name, Your Honor. Now, my client obviously denies that she had anything to do with this. She said she was at the store, came back, and heard that there was some type of guy that had actually stabbed the person known as Rock, who was the complaining witness. She denies this, Judge, and I say this because we did have a conversation about it. Now, obviously, we're in an early stage. And I don't know about these interrogations, especially when somebody comes out of surgery right away and recovery. I don't know what the situation is, but I can say, Judge, in talking to my client, she had no beef with the complaining witness, had no problems with the complaining witness, says she didn't do it, says she wasn't there. And I look at the investigator's report and it just doesn't seem right. There was no witnesses to this, no other people outside of this. And this guy was outside on a balcony bleeding. I'm asking the court, Judge, my client has no prior history, no convictions, to consider reducing this to $200,000 personal GPS tether. She's on SSI, Judge. She has a lot of medical conditions, so she doesn't need to go out the house necessarily. So I'm asking the court to reduce it to a personal with the house arrest and let her stay at home, let her fight this case. She denies having anything to do with this case, and the facts will come out, Judge. Obviously, this has to play out.
Madam Prosecutor?
Yes, Your Honor. So I'm not sure what investigators report the defense attorney has received. However, there were multiple witnesses that did observe Ms. Turner and have given statements that they did observe Ms. Turner stab the complaining witness, Your Honor. He died as a result of his wounds on, I believe it was Thursday. Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor. Last Thursday, August 24th, according to the reports that I've received, actually before the people even charged this case, Your Honor, we were unaware that he had passed away when we had originally authorized this warrant. We now have more investigation being done, as well as a new warrant being reviewed by my office for potential homicide charges. I don't know. It is under review at this time, Your Honor. But there were multiple witnesses, all of whom identified the defendant as being the one to have stabbed the complaining witness in this case, Your Honor. Further information has come out that the complaining witness and the defendant did date for several years prior to this incident. And there have been multiple incidences that are still also under review with my office. The people originally asked for a $500,000 cash bond with a house arrest and GPS tether, Your Honor, and the magistrate denied that. I still believe that $500,000 is appropriate with a house arrest and a GPS tether, Your Honor. These are very serious charges and very serious allegations that we're looking at here. And I do believe that the $500,000 that the people initially asked for is appropriate. And if Your Honor disagrees, at the minimum $200,000 is appropriate. We do have someone who has passed as a result of what the people are arguing are Ms. Turner's actions.
Judge, and I do feel really bad for the family of the complainant, Judge. But, you know, I'm curious, Judge, why when the Wayne County prosecutor submits this warrant, they submit a warrant, they don't have any other witnesses. At least they don't submit that. The information I have a witness list with just the complainant, with police officers as witnesses. And now all of a sudden we have other witnesses, and we have an investigator's report, doesn't mention any other witnesses. Now all of a sudden.
Madam Prosecutor, the witness list that's provided to the court is a Cliff Lipowitz.
Yes, Your Honor, that is the decedent.
Okay, and 4 police officers from the 9th precinct. What are these witnesses that you're referring to? This is what the court has. I'm assuming this is what the defense has. You're saying there are all these witnesses that are listed, but there is the.
Yes, Your Honor, there are additional witnesses.
No, what I'm saying is you said that I don't know what the defense attorney is looking at. There are multiple witnesses, and I'm saying that this says Wayne County Prosecutor's Office witness list. It has a case number and it has the complainant and it has 4 police officers. Did you submit another witness list that you were referring to when you said?
No, Your Honor, not at this time.
Okay, let me finish my question, Madam Prosecutor. You said on the record, I don't know what the defense attorney is looking at, and what I have is the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office witness list. Is there something else that the court or the police or the court or the defense should be looking at?
Your Honor, not at this time. It could be with the new case. I've been reviewing both.
Okay, let me ask a better question then. What were you referring to when you said I don't know what the defense is looking at? What did you mean by you don't know what the defense is looking at?
I don't know with what he has been provided thus far, Your Honor. That is what I meant by that.
Okay. So you don't know what discovery or you don't know what's in the reports that you provided, or?
Your Honor, I'm not responsible for sending out the reports at this time. So I don't know what he has received in totality yet.
Okay.
So my recollection
is there another list that he or the court could receive that you are aware of or you're in possession of right now?
Potentially with the new warrant that is still in review with my office.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go at this one last time. We're gonna keep it going. Where I get a little confused is when I hear statements from attorneys, and it made it seem like there was some other information that the defense should have had or the court should have had when you said I don't know what he's looking at. Obviously, what he's looking at is your witness list that doesn't have any other people. So I'm kind of, it almost seemed like you were almost misleading the court when you said you don't know what he's looking at, because there's nothing else for him to look at but the witness list provided by the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office that lists the complainant, and it lists 4 police officers. It doesn't list any of these other witnesses that you're talking about, and the court doesn't have any of these other witnesses that you're talking about. And you made it seem like there was something that was out there that the defense, you were confused at what he was looking at. And I'm looking at the same thing, and I'm a little bit confused at what you were saying to the court. I'll put it to you.
I apologize, Your Honor. I misspoke.
Okay. Court have anything else on behalf of the defense?
No, Judge. That's all I have, Your Honor. Okay.
Court haven't heard the arguments of the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office as well as the defense. The bond of $200,000 cash is an unaffordable bond, In order to have an unaffordable bond, the court has to make a ruling that the defendant is either a flight risk or a danger to the community or a danger to the complaining witness. Unfortunately, in this matter, the complaining witness is no longer with us. But these allegations, the court finds that an unaffordable bond is appropriate at this time. The bond will continue at $200,000 cash. The court will add, I'm not sure if house arrest was a part of the former bond, but there will be a condition of house arrest if the defendant is to make bond. And the court, the only exceptions to the house arrest would be for medical appointments, for her to receive her treatment, and court appearances. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Your Honor.
Your Honor.